Something I have learned after talking to 15 millionaires every week for 8 years is there is absolutely cheat codes to getting rich. What we're going to do today is we are going to highlight 6 cheat codes to getting rich. We're going to do this via a game I call ping pong, where we go one after another. And of course, we always start with our guest. Matt, you and I both know that there are cheat codes to getting rich. What is your first one?
First one is house hacking. That's the one that I still think is the most powerful. I love it the most. It's made me the most money. I think in the beginning it made me the most money. Now it's not even close. But to be able to start and create a portfolio of 9 properties, and when you create that portfolio of 9 properties, now that portfolio is probably worth $6 million, maybe $5 million, $6 million. But imagine that's all you did. And all that took for us to do was move every year to 18 months in our 20s, or in my 20s, and then in my early 30s. And then as you get older, you slow down in the moving. But I did it, 9 times in 13 years, and it built me what's now a $6 million part of my portfolio. But more importantly is it's probably 25,000, 30,000 bucks a month worth of income if I had to just take a stab at it. Actually, it's probably a lot more than that. That's probably the net income is probably 25,000 bucks a month. So if you just house hack, and I hear the excuses all the time, and I get it, people don't want it badly enough, and that's fine. Stay in your horrible job. And
I want to poke at that a little bit. Cause again, you and I have been talking about house hacking being the cheat code.
Yeah.
Again, PTO for Life is leading the charge as well. That's all they've ever done is house hack. It's not like they've done that and others, and they're both financially free. Jeff and Saleka, I mean, shout out them. But guys, how bad do you want it?
Right.
So I was another show will be coming out with Ryan Pineda and the bald guy in the next couple of days. I was with them yesterday, and we had a conversation about young men who are and this was being led by the bald guy, right? When you watch the video, it'd be hilarious for folks, but he's basically saying all these young men need to stop having sex because they're just, they're chasing the wrong things, right? If you want to make, 6 figures and this, that, and the other things, you got to get committed. You got to sacrifice. And this went on for like a half hour. It was kind of wild to watch, the bald guy just go bonkers on this, but I really get the point. It's like, how bad do you want it? If you want to be rich and you've got a couple of guys telling you house hacking is the answer, but your initial reaction is to go poo-poo it because of, you don't want to have neighbors or be by your tenants or whatever. Yeah, it's like, stop. How bad do you want it? I mean, come on. Anna Kelly sold the big house in Texas, bought a 4-plex in Pennsylvania. I mean, how bad do you want it?
Looks like it worked out pretty well for Anna.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So she had 2 kids. Don't tell me you can't do it with kids.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the whole thing. We did it with one, and then we were having the second one or talking about having the second one. And I was like, yeah, I get it. It's fine. But we had already done it 9 times. If we'd only done it 2 times at that point or 3 times at that point, I would have been like, no, we're going to keep on going.
Do it again.
Yeah. We're going to keep on doing this, rinse and repeat. So yeah, people have the weirdest hangups about the smallest things. Yeah. And frankly, whatever, you're the one that's going to stay poor, not.
Yeah. If you could if you could take your largest expense X taxes to 0, it is by definition a cheat code.
1,000%. But then you look at what Baldy's going to argue and not having sex and all this other stuff and, only working, and that's all fine. But I've got bad news for him. I was working. I was doing all that. I was working 100 hours a week. I was working 110 hours a week. And you know what? It was awesome. It helped me build my business. But the other piece of that was I wasn't just doing one thing. I was doing 3 things.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can do 3 things. It's all right. You can do 3 or 2.
Yeah.
But I was making all my money in my W-2 because I wanted the security of the W-2.
Yep.
But I was building my next life. I was building not my other life, my next life. I was building my next life.
Yep.
While somebody else was responsible for paying all my healthcare and paying all my bills.
Yeah, giving you the best credit, allowing you to buy a house hack with 5% down, no DSCR loans. I mean, it's just, house hacking is the #1 cheat code. And I think too many people poo-poo it. I will remind you again, Anna Kelly had the big house, had the dream. She sold it in Texas, moved into a 4-plex and house hacked. And You don't have to go as crazy as Matt 9 times, but hey, it is a cheat code. If you're looking for the cheat codes of getting rich, house hacking is number one. So here's my first.
Yeah.
And again, I'll lean into my superpower. It's just being focused or disciplined, or put those two together. You've like if you're on this journey, don't get distracted. That's one of the things that I've seen. I've done a lot of portfolio reviews for our community the last two months or so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing how many people get a proof of concept and then they execute the proof of concept 3 or 4 times and it's working. Mm-hmm. And then it's almost like they get bored. Like they get bored of winning and they try something else and that something else doesn't work out and it pulls them back. I'm like, if it's working, the only answer is do it again. And do it again. I mean, like,
sure.
What are we
in the beginning? Sure.
Doing?
Yeah, in the beginning, sure. Like that's the thing is now I'm 25 years in and another duplex doesn't tickle my fancy.
Yeah. I mean,
it better be such a ridiculous discount like that, then it makes it worth it. But to that end,
or you see a zoning, like you're doing these other things, right? You buy a duplex as you see the zoning and someone else doesn't. And suddenly the duplex becomes 20 units and you've made $7 gazillion or whatever.
That's right. I would say my next cheat code is education.
Tell me more.
So I think that very often people watch the Baldies of the world. They watch the Pinedas of the world and they think that they can be that and they can't.
No,
they can't. You can't be that. I'm sorry. You're not going to be that.
Ryan Pineda is a freaking unicorn. And I mean that in
a
complimentary way.
He absolutely is. And that's the thing is Pineda is not repeatable.
No.
Mike Zuber, repeatable. Lumberjack Landlord, repeatable. We're repeatable. Dion, repeatable. Millennial Mike, repeatable.
Agreed.
People 5 years from now will be a lot like us, or 10 years from now be a lot like us. No one is going to be like Pineda selling $10,000 golf outings.
No, not happening.
You're not unless you are the world's most beautiful woman and you're catering to executives and it's a write-off.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. That's a model, but that ship sailed a long time for me. Just is what it is.
I never had that ship. I never had a chance of that ship.
I had to make what was in here work for me because what was in here wasn't working for me. So I think that, the biggest thing for me truly is education. And I think that people need to, you give a bunch of free content. I give a bunch of free content. Dion gives and if you like us, then you take the course.
Right.
Find people that you really like, that you really learn from. Then talk to people that have taken their course. Anytime somebody asks about my course in the chat, I go, all right, chat, tell them what you think.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because and only if they've taken it, but tell them what you think.
Yeah.
Did it add value or did it not? If it did, awesome. If it didn't, I need to understand where so we can figure it out, But yeah, I think education's a really big thing. And I think so many people are not a course. I didn't go to college.
Dude, you didn't go to high school. Stop it.
It's true. That's true. I didn't do that either. But let's just say, right? This is the time of year where you're seeing all those acceptance videos.
Yes.
About where everybody's getting accepted. Last time I checked, those were all courses, you tards.
Yeah.
Those are all courses. And if you don't pass the class, you fail out or you have to find a way to retake the credit. I think that's how it works.
Agreed.
So I'm just throwing it out there and going, you're already in courses, and I got bad news. You're paying way more money for something that's never going to make you a fraction what a good course is going to make you. You can get the entire education that you need between the three of us for like $3,000 between all of us for $3,000.
It's wild.
There's not a college course out there that costs you less than that for a credit unless you're going to community college, which is fine. But then you're still talking only 1 or 2 courses.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I love that. My second one is, and I did not appreciate this for the first 5 or 6 years of my journey, which really, really slowed me down. It was a hindrance. And that is your network. Yeah. Again, one of the beautiful things about real estate and really anything that you want to become a lead at is finding other people doing it. If you can get around other people that are on the journey, a little ahead of you, a little behind you, way ahead of you, way behind you, but you're all on the same journey, there's just this synergy and you really have less bad days because all of us have bad days in investing. But if you're around other people and you could, bitch for a minute, oh my God, I just had a water heater blowout and, it was only 13 years. And then, 5 people chime in going, dude, I had one go out at 7 and 5. And then you suddenly feel better. getting around other people, accountability, getting around other, similar like-minded individuals. It's why I'm so proud of our school community at 650 people. Again, we're not trying to get rich with school. It's $20 a month, 67 pennies a day. I see a lot of educators, and I've had some coaches go, that's a $99 a month course. I'm like, guys, you guys are not listening to me. This is not what I'm trying to do. I want it just expensive enough so the adults don't come in.
That's right.
I'm not trying to, print money to the moon. I'm already good. But yeah, I did not, I don't know. It's, my strength is focus and discipline, but a weakness on top of that is I always try to do it alone.
Sure.
And let me just tell you, most of you aren't as broken as me. You would have given up a long time ago. And I'm telling you, going alone on this journey is stupid.
It is.
You get bumped and bruised and cut, and it's only the broken people that kind of make it. And I don't want that for anybody. I don't think there's many people as broken as I am on this. And just don't do it alone. Please don't do it alone.
I think that's great advice. And I think that, Ronald Reagan said it best when he was talking about essentially, great ideas. And he said, it's amazing how much can be accomplished when no one cares who the credit goes to.
Yeah. I love that.
And it's like the amount of stuff that we've done together, you, me, Dion, Millennial Mike, we've made massive impacts on thousands of people.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be it's gotta be tens of thousands.
Probably tens of thousands at this point. But knowing that we could play that part for people, it's just awesome. And it's never, hey, well, you did this or I did that. It's recognizing each other's giftings and skills, and superpowers, and then leveraging those. There's a reason why you're in the top 3 phone calls I make when I'm looking at a deal that I'm just, I feel like I'm missing something. I give you a call and just say, I need to break it down for you because I feel like I'm missing something here. It feels like it might be too good. So I think that that's exactly right. I think my last one is probably, and it's going to come off wrong, patience in pursuit.
Oh, I like that.
I have zero patience. I have zero.
No.
Yeah, it's a true story. Oh man, you should have heard the phone calls yesterday morning. It was not a good Tuesday morning for anybody that worked for me. It was just not good. It was not good. Not good. But again, so as I look at it, it was patience, meaning that it's going to take 5 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
The patience in your pursuit, meaning it's going to take 5 to 10 years. It doesn't mean that you can't be really super aggressive in going through those steps. But when you've done the step, be patient.
Yeah.
That you've done it, and that you're not maybe going to get the answer right away. Stop trying to force decisions, because very often when you go too fast, there's a reason why they have the saying slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Yeah.
Is because when you try and hurry up and do something, you will very likely drop the grenade.
Oh, no
so
question.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So just nice and slow, methodical, moving through it, and you're good. And that's all that it really takes. But yeah, I think patience in their pursuit, recognizing there's points where you can have aggression, but again, patience in the pursuit, recognizing that no matter what decision I make, I'm likely not going to knock any meaningful time off of my journey to success. However, if I make a bad decision, there is a high likelihood that I just pushed out, right? Yeah. Did you ever buy the wrong property? Would it pushed out buying the next property for 6 months, or 12 months, or 18 months? I did.
Absolutely.
That's a mistake I made in the beginning. If you're part of school and you watch all of the videos that I did and all the interviews that I did at the Amazing One Rental at a Time event, 7 out of 11 or 7 out of 12 of those people that bought said they bought too many too fast in the beginning.
Yeah. No, I love that.
I've got bad news. If you're thinking that already, we know that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So change course.
Don't touch the hot stove. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you in 5 years when I'm interviewing you and you tell me I bought too many.
Yeah. It's wild. I actually wrote down the 10-year journey. Is a cheat code. Just when you get committed to this, if you know, it's like when you say I'm going to run a marathon, it's 26.2 miles, right? One of the reasons that I keep telling people it's a 10-year journey is so they just don't quit at year 6. Right.
Correct.
You finish the journey of 10 years. And the other thing that we've said for years is the first 5 years suck. It's because it's where all the lessons are. And also the trickle of the trickle of cash flow is not meaningful. It's not going to move the needle for anybody in our communities, but it is proof of concept.
Sure.
And it's a cheat code to know that this journey is 10 years and that the 5 years are going to suck. If you just know that at the start, it's like doing a marathon where the first half of the race is uphill and then the last half of the race is downhill. That's kind of how this journey is.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I feel like I got a wind at my back.
It's what happens because you do. It's called momentum.
Yeah. Momentum, cash flow.
Yeah.
Like I remember we talk about the stories all the time about, remember the first day when you didn't have to transfer money into the account.
I did.
You remember?
Wild.
Right.
I was in Europe. Yeah. I was absolutely in Europe. Yeah. I think I was in Paris, or France somewhere, but yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, those are the cheat codes. There are more, but I just wanted to keep the list at 6. Matt, you do amazing work. You're on the field operations. Again, I've said for years that 2026 is the year of the operator. People need to be getting in your course. You do so much for that community. Where can people find more about it, and where can they find you?
Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube and Instagram. Every Thursday night I'm there doing my thing. And just answering people's questions. Like there's no level of frustration when you're going through something, you can't figure it out and there's no one really to turn to. And you can't just go buy a course that second. So it's like, I always, you make yourself available and Dion makes himself available. So many people make themselves available. To answer questions for free. And then it's like, sure. I mean, a lot of people that buy my course, they've been watching me for months or even sometimes a couple of years. And they're just like, nope. All right. I'm ready to get serious. Like I've learned what I can learn, but now I need to get deep. I need to get deep in this thing.
Yeah. If you ever thought about taking Matt's course, I would strongly suggest joining his live streams on Thursdays where he just does Q&A, because that's where you get a feel for who he is, how deep he goes. He has a handle on construction and pricing at levels that I can only dream of. So again, he is the operator. 26 is the year of the operator. He's the guy to follow.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I agree. It's gotten so insane this year. Yeah. It's just the last few years have been nuts. And we're doing construction projects and the pricing, and some people are still stuck on COVID pricing.
Yeah.
Like, we just got quotes to have one of our students do their kitchen. And every quote they got was $3,000, $3,600, $3,800. We changed some of the questions that were being asked. Looked around for some other contractors, and like you always talk about your network is your net worth.
Mm-hmm.
Reaching out, he reaches out. We talk to some other contractors, and boom, we get the job done for $1,800, and it's a good quality job.
There you go.
Half the price.
There you go.
That's from having your network and being your net worth. That's a big part of that.
All righty, folks, tune in. Lumberjack Landlord Thursday evenings, live Q&A. If you are an operator, this is the time. Look him up, because you will get your money back. That's for sure, in savings, because he is that good. Thanks, Matt. Take care.
Thanks, Mike. You the same.